another part of this organization. I mean, led by American.
European Union and things like
Yeah,
that.
All the facilities and oil, and you know, it's going to have an impact. It's going to have a big impact on us, and you know, you just feel as if the quality of your own life is going to be affected. So
support NATO. Like we've already got troops elsewhere fighting wars there shouldn't be for.
It's in the name, really. I act. Going off script. Welcome to this special day today where we'll be asking questions about a very hot and controversial topic that I think everyone across the UK and the rest of the world has been immersed in some shape or form. They know what's been going on. Of course, Russia has invaded Ukraine, and we're very interested to see what people from the UK's perspective is in that. You know, what they think of Russia's regime, both historically and now. Has their thoughts changed massively on Vladimir Putin now? And do they feel in their hearts and minds that they are with the Ukrainian people at this very difficult time as they are being bombed, shot, their families being torn apart? This is a really, really hard subject to talk about, but I hope that people will give their opinions, and I'm very, very interested to see what they will all think. So let's explore Liverpool and see what people think of Russians' expansion into Ukraine. Guys, thanks very much for getting involved. Can I ask your name?
Elise.
Elise?
Bella.
And where are you from?
Birmingham.
Birmingham, nice.
Sheffield.
Lovely. Are you here like studying, or are you just here for
I'm studying here.
You're studying?
I'm just here for the night.
You're just here for the night. Brilliant. Okay, just asking you a couple of questions. I know this is quite a controversial topic, and that, you know, it's quite serious and it's a bit heavy, but what are your, just, you know, in the news in the last couple of days, what are your thoughts on Russia invading Ukraine? How does it make you feel like?
Makes me feel like sad for the loss of life with like civilians and like the armies going in. Like, I don't think either NATO or Putin should have acted.
Yeah,
I mean, it creates a pretty scary environment for everyone, to be honest. Like, no matter what situation you're in.
And how do you think, like, does it worry you from living in the UK? Does it worry you that, you know, there might be repercussions for this country? Does it scare you from a homeland sort of personal way, or?
I don't think so. I mean, gas prices might go up and that will affect me. But
I mean,
I
there's
don't
always
see any.
like fear of the uncertainty of what could happen to anyone, but not too much at the moment.
I think the focus should be on like the working citizens of Ukraine, other than like what's going on.
Thoughts on Putin, Vladimir Putin, obviously the president of Russia. I mean, I guess, how have you thought of him historically, and has your thoughts changed now that he's obviously gone into Ukraine?
I don't think I've ever thought about Putin that much. He's not really like, I don't know. I mean, he's not like the best guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it seems pretty like expected of him, to be honest, in terms of his history. Like, it's not really shocking. I mean, it is shocking, but
So you're not really surprised.
It's not a shock that they want to claim Ukraine. He's clearly gone for like airstrikes rather than deploying on the ground, because like the majority of his resources would be on the ground. So he hasn't even done a full-scale invasion yet. So I think he thinks he can claim Ukraine quite easily, but I think they're going to put up a fight.
Yeah, they are quite defiant,
Yeah.
which is good, I guess. So I guess the final question would be, do you think the UK government is doing enough so far in terms of sanctions? And I guess, do you think they should go further in terms of deploying troops there from here?
I don't think we should be deploying troops. I think there's enough going on in the world that we're involved in that we shouldn't be involved in anyway. I don't really, I don't support NATO. So, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to get too stuck in the middle of it all. And
Also, like, we've already got troops elsewhere fighting wars that shouldn't be fought. Why would we get involved in another one? The only thing I think I would like to see is sanctions on like oligarchs with loads of property in the UK, because then there's so much empty property that is just being used up by people that aren't living here and are never going to live here. It's just because it's easy money.
Okay, well, I will leave you to it to enjoy the rest of your week, and thank you very much for getting involved, and great stuff there, great answers. Just really good. Thank you. Cheers. All right, bye. Thank you very much, guys, for stopping to chat to us today. Can I ask your name?
Joran.
Joran.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Ian. Okay, pleased to meet you guys. Sorry, Russia has invaded Ukraine. What do you think about that? Like, how does that make you feel? Or
Actually, I'm from China. I think.
China.
Yeah, I'm from China.
China too, yeah. Okay.
I think this is policies. Yeah.
Huh?
It is about policies for yes.
Yeah.
If the Ukraine, how to say it?
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
If Ukraine want to join in the another policies organization. I mean, led by American. It is very dangerous for Russia.
I see. So like NATO and European Union and things like
Yeah,
that. Yeah. So because Ukraine is on the border of Russia, if
Yeah.
they join those organizations,
Yeah.
it's bad for Russia.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Yeah. And what do you think about the invasion?
I agree with my friends, and I think we need more peace, and because more people will die if the yeah. So we think we need more peace, and that's all.
So different. There is a purpose.
Yeah.
That's why.
Because we want to get to every side, because there's two sides, isn't there, to every political
Yeah,
situation. So, what do you think about China in terms of how do you think they will respond? Do you think they will respond on the side of Russia, or do you think that maybe Ukraine
In the middle?
Or
No, I think in terms of China, we instead of peace is in love.
yes,
So I think nowadays the sense of war is peace and love. So we think peace is most important thing
yeah.
for us. So we in the media.
yes,
In the middle.
Between those countries.
So peace is better.
Yeah,
peace will win. I think.
Yeah. Peace is double win.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've taken up enough of your time, guys. I'll let you go on and enjoy your day. But thank you very much for stopping.
Are you guys a student?
Yes, I student here.
Where is it? LJMU or Liverpool?
No, in Manchester.
Oh, Manchester. So they out here.
So you're visiting here for the weekend? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
All the best.
That's good. Enjoy
All
your
the best.
weekend.
Thank
guys.
you.
Have a good day. Bye bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
And I feel fine. She's in love with me and I feel fine.
What's your name?
Rita.
Rita.
I'm Diane.
And Diane. Thank you very much. Invasion, from Russia to Ukraine, basically. So how does that make you feel at the moment? Like when you heard that, were you shocked, surprised?
I wasn't surprised. Don't know.
Just sad,
Shocked?
obviously. No,
Sad.
not shocked. Yeah, very sad for the world that we're in.
It was inevitable.
Yeah. And do you think that? Like, what kind of person do you think Putin is, or how do you think that he's managed to get to this point where he's just decided to invade Ukraine? Like, is there maybe a?
I thought these weren't hard questions.
Oh well, I know. when I asked that, I thought I'm going a bit deep there. Yeah, but I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
I think he. It's difficult to know, isn't it? I think he already had the plan in mind. But he's just the figurehead, isn't he? It's everybody else that's behind him that's making these decisions.
Yeah.
And it's just a power thing, isn't it, really? I expect. Yeah.
What do you think about in the UK's position? Are they doing enough at the minute? Do you think they should do more, or is there nothing they really can do to help Ukraine?
I don't think there's anything much we can do at the moment. The sanctions, I think Putin's thought of everything, basically. I mean, these aren't going to come as any surprise to him that what we're doing sanction-wise, whether it's going to be enough, don't know. I don't think it's going to affect his decisions at all.
And I think I saw something on one of the news items for the last couple of days. They were talking to a Russian lady, and she said, "We've got all our resources, we've got everything, so you can't do anything to prevent us from taking the action that we're taking." That's kind of scary, isn't it? But it's true.
Yeah.
So
it's a planned sort of premeditated thing that he's maybe been planning for years.
Like snowball into fire, really, isn't it? You're not going to get anywhere.
The final question just is: does it affect you guys? Like, are you scared? I guess does it unnerve you?
It unnerves you for the world. I must say, obviously things are changing so fast in the world. Everything's changing. Climate change, everything. So yes, it does make you wonder what's going to happen in years to come. And this is just something else to put into the equation, really. So
and I think inevitably, it's from a personal point of view, you think, well, all your facilities and oil, and it's going to have an impact. It's going to have a big impact on us, and you just feel as if the quality of your own life is going to be affected. So yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I won't take any more of your time. Thanks very much. Cheers. That's great. Nice to meet you. So, what is your thoughts about that? Just as kind of like a knee-jerk reaction when you heard that. How did that make you feel?
I thought it was pretty shocking. I mean, there was a lot of build-up for a while, but when it actually happened, I think it was still quite scary. I think.
Yeah.
And the fact that diplomatic things didn't work out, so I really hoped it would have worked out. So
And what about you?
I'm still exploring about this topic to get in more depth to be able to comment.
Yeah. Unusual.
Yeah, I think it's sad to see that happening. I think I was also shocked.
Yeah.
The people of Russia are not in support of that, so.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? The people of Russia don't actually want it to happen as well, and it seems like they have no choice but for their country to go to war. What do you think about the international response to it? Where are you from, actually?
We are from India.
India, yeah. Okay.
I'm really disappointed of what India's take has been on.
Right.
But it's not political, it's just an emotional thing for me. I'm really disappointed on India's take on the situation.
Yeah. I don't know very much about what India's response has been, but have they?
They have not actually voted in against or in favor. They've just stayed neutral, and they said, "Oh, we abstained from voting." So.
I see. Right. Is that maybe similar to like China's position as well, because they've been quite quiet about it. Should it be like a military thing support, or should it be more like in terms of sanctions or?
Sanctions don't seem to be working, but if we go for like military thing, it'll be a whole full-scale war, so we don't want that either. So I don't know what can be done in this situation.
Can I ask just one final question? Putin himself, Vladimir Putin.
In my view, I always thought that he had slightly dictatorial tendencies, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. I mean, so I guess it's gone from bad to worse.
Yeah. Do you think the West is to blame slightly as well for the relationship that they've had with Russia over the years?
It started dealing with the threat of this much earlier, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much, guys. You're new, right? Yeah. Welcome to the group. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your time, and thank you very much for that. Cheers. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's been a fascinating discussion today. I'm glad that I've met many people from different backgrounds. We had people from, I think it was the Midlands first of all, wasn't it? That we had,
Birmingham.
and then we had people from India, China, and finally now with our Scouse ladies here from Liverpool. And I think there's been a diverse mix of opinion. You know, some people have been obviously saying that this is going to affect the UK in terms of their utilities, like their oil and their gas and things like that. Some people have said that they're a little bit worried, but they're not really worried here. And some people have said that they don't even agree with NATO, and they think that the West, you know, is not clean hands in any of this. And then, of course, we had people who can see it from Russia's side as well, which is very, very interesting. Whatever happens, I'm sure we can all just hope that the situation de-escalates, and hopefully there will be as less people affected by this and indeed killed as possible. So thoughts and prayers with the Ukrainian people at this hard time. Thank you guys from Liverpool. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.